All right, guys, welcome back to the Double Standard.
Yes.
Yeah?
Today we have printed a few questions, double standards that affect either gender, and we will be asking the public what they think about these double standards.
Yeah?
Yeah?
So we'll see how it goes.
And I'm going to ask people first about double standards that affect women. Why is it acceptable for men to have their nipples out in public, but for women it is indecent? Or even criminal?
Well, I could give you the traditional answer, and the traditional answer is probably that back in the day, men would look for women that had large breasts so that they could feed their children well, right? Women would want to cover them up, not to show other men, and that's just stayed with us, that women want to cover their nipples and not men. I think if some women don't want to cover their nipples, they should be able to do that.
Biology and motherhood. I mean, I honestly don't think anyone should have their nipples out because it's kind of gross.
I don't understand why that is, but like hashtag free nipple. But I feel like how women's breasts are more looked upon as a sexual thing.
Yeah.
So no more like a natural thing, but more of like a over sexualized thing. So like, oh no, cover your breasts.
Yeah.
That is like not appropriate. How women were to do it, why shouldn't we do it too? Because it's the exact same thing.
So
it's a bunch of fat, skin, and a nipple.
It's because women are so overly sexualized in society that, you know, more or less every woman in the industry, in like, so say like fashion, art, gaming, TV, is all sexualized. And you know, the more powerful women become and the more women say, you know what, I don't agree with this and I want to show my nipples. It's like, well, you can't do that because that's sexual, you know. But it's not. It's just skin.
So how do you feel about men walking around like in summer with their tops off and...
I wouldn't care if someone walked along just in their underpants, you know.
So what about men that walk around in the summertime with their tops off?
Please don't. Stop it. It's not cool.
So would you propose that women should free their nipples or men should cover theirs? Which way would
free the nipples, free the nipples, free every nipple.
Men should cover their nipples, I think, because I mean, like, y'all should be free to do whatever you want with your bodies. If you want to go out naked on the street, like, power to you, you know, power to you. Do it, you do you. But the sad thing is that there would be people who would take advantage of that or view that as a sign.
Why are men praised for looking after their children whereas women are expected to?
Everyone should be expected to look after their child. It's your responsibility for bringing an actual human being into this world, so take care of it. It's not something to take lightly.
Agreed.
That is an excellent question. You know what, I think, this isn't what I think, this isn't like an individual thought, but I think it's because society, I guess, expects men to go out and work, right? And so the man's role is to go out, breadwinner, and the woman's role is to stay at home. And so when a man looks after his child, it's not something that he's necessarily expected to do.
I don't know why women not with the child not good, not looks like man. Yes, and in our culture there is some women from other country like Ethiopia, Indonesia, here with child, not the woman. The woman just not doing anything.
So it's kind of cultural differences, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. The woman, it's better the woman for the it's a Western woman.
Good parenting should be a prerequisite and expected. Children should be told that it's a big thing and, you know, careful.
I just think it's a split responsibility. No, as far as I'm concerned, no one should have a particular role. No one should be the breadwinner.
Why are women still expected to change their last name after marriage?
Oh, they are?
Well, in the sense that men wouldn't be expected to take a woman's last name.
Oh, well,
traditionally it was always like the son that passes it on from like the kings and stuff because they were stronger and can be better in battle. But nowadays I would say there's no reason for it.
Well, I feel like it shouldn't be a gender thing.
Because it's been along for a long time and people just kind of go along with it, and they shouldn't, because it's dumb, because names really don't matter. Just use whatever names you want.
Do you know, this is a conversation I've had with my girlfriend, that when we get married, is she going to take my name or am I going to take her name? Or are we going to take each other's names? It's a family thing, isn't it? So like my girlfriend is Italian, and so she doesn't want to take my last name because she wants to continue her family name on. And to me that makes complete sense. I don't have a problem with it.
Would you be happy to take her name?
Well, I mean, yes and no, because I also want to carry on my name, but I have no problem with her carrying on her name, you know?
Would you take her last name?
Probably not.
Why?
Not many men do that, and I don't know, it would just seem a little bit weird.
But is that not something that we should change, or?
Possibly, but you know, people have different opinions. Maybe there are some guys that would like to do that. Maybe there are some that aren't.
If you were going to get married, would you make her take your last name, or would you take hers? Be happy taking
Hyphenated.
hers? Hyphenated.
Yeah.
Double barrel.
Yeah. No. Like, I think for me it's gonna be my name hyphen her name. For her, the opposite.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like, does it really matter? Like, well, first of all, if you don't want to take each other's last name in the first place, then you're screwed. Like, why get married if you don't?
In modern times, do you feel like this demasculation of taking the other person's name, well, the woman's name, carries on? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. So, I mean, I might be wrong, but I think it's a generational thing. So, like, the younger generation, you know, people our age, are a lot more open-minded and a lot more open to conversations and to, you know, explore different options of taking names, whereas the older generations are still very traditional. I think we are a product of our surrounding and a product of our environment. And I think it still exists, absolutely, but that's because that's what people are being taught by their parents. Let's say, for example, you are born into the Westboro Baptist Church, yeah? And you spend your entire life going around with them and you say all these things and you begin to believe it. That's the normal to you, and so why would you change? Why do you know, would you leave that church?
Yeah.
Because as far as you're concerned, that's normal.
Why are women stigmatized for having more sexual partners, but men are glorified for it? What do you think?
Basically, I think it comes down to biology, because a pregnancy takes 9 months. So, you know, that means that's precious, you know?
Yeah.
So, in society, it's like, ooh, she's bad, she's wasting her fertility away. One man produces, like, in 3 months, enough sperm for all the fertile women on Earth or something like that. Genetically, it's like, get yourself out, like, duplicate yourself. So, basically, it's us being stupid animals, yes. I don't like it, by the way.
You don't like it? You don't agree with it?
Because men it's just, you know, we live in a male-dominant society where men can do what they want and they feel like they have a power over women to tell them what they can and can't do. And also, they find it threatening because they're doing what they want to do and they're becoming as equally as powerful, and it threatens their, like, malehood.
Where I'm from Norway, this is a huge thing. Like, when girls, like, have a bunch of partners and they often like get called a slut or just get slut shamed, but when men do it, oh man, you slept with so much women, you're so cool. I think it is the masculinity about it, and I hate it.
That's the locker room talk, isn't it? You know, all that lad chat. I don't know. I don't know why. I know it happens, but I couldn't tell you why. I don't know.
Because woman not looks like man.
Does it look like a man?
Yes, because woman maybe he love 30 man, no problem. Not like man. Man, he loves just one woman. One heart. Just one heart for one man.
Do you agree with it?
Yes, I agree.
Do you support women's sexual freedom?
Women have the choice to do what they want, right?
Yeah.
I support that everyone, not just women, that everyone has the choice to do what they want. If a man or a woman wants to go out and have sex with lots of different partners, you do it, you be you. If someone doesn't want to have sexual partners and they're saving it for marriage or they just don't like it, that is also absolutely fine.
Why is the responsibility of contraception put onto women and not men?
No, it's not really true.
No?
It's all for man. But exactly in Eastern culture.
There's nothing out there for me to stop myself. You know, there's no pill for me to take. There's nothing like that. I don't know how to answer it without sounding like it's what I think. But
No, it's fine.
women are expected to because it's available to them, whereas it isn't available to men?
Well, obviously, the straight up answer, which maybe isn't the nicest, is the fact that obviously the woman has the child. I don't know. I personally think that if you make a child, you're equal in it, but because the woman has to bear the child and the man can easily disappear off, maybe that's the answer to your question.
Like, why didn't you put on a condom?
Yeah, that
like,
kind of stuff.
I just get, this upsets me so much. Like, I don't understand why all of it has to be put on women and not men. Like, you have as much a responsibility to protect yourself.
Guess what I'm gonna say.
Biology?
And I think that's stupid because like vasectomies are much easier than like surgical procedures for women, and you know, if you don't want to have kids, like, do your bit.
Alright guys,
I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope that we have provoked some thought into your minds as to the double standards that we often blindly accept in today's society. Hopefully you can reflect on how these things affect your own life, and just let us know your opinions and what you go through in the comments down below, and make sure you like, share and subscribe.
yeah, peace.